A very pleasant day to one and all. Myself Snehal Vinayak Thorat in BSc Part 3 Zoology Department. Today I will start my second seminar, paper number 9, Comparative Anatomy of Vertebrates. My seminar topic is Brain of Aves, Pigeon. Nervous system of pigeon. The nervous system of pigeon, well developed, consists in following parts. The central nervous system, it consists of brain and spinal cord. Second, the peripheral nervous system, it includes cranial and spinal nerves. And third is the autonomic nervous system, it consists of sympathetic and parasympathetic system. The external structure of pigeon's brain, the pigeon of brain is relatively larger than in lower forms, but in shape it is short, broad, rounded in form and whitish in color. It completely fills the roomy cranial cavity. It is covered by two protective membranes or meanings, singular meanings, etc. An outer diameter of connective tissue and an inner pi arachnoid rich in blood supply. The narrow space between two meanings has connective and fatty tissue, veins and cerebrospinal fluid. This is the pigeon structures of brain. The brain is divided into three parts, like as forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. In brain, olfactory lobes of bulb, cerebellum, hemisphere, optic nerve, optic tract, pineal body, optic chyma, optic lobe, infundibulum, fascicles, hypophysis, medulla oblongata and spinal cord, vermis, etc. is present. These parts are present. In forebrain, the olfactory bulbs or lobes are extremely small and degenerated due to poorly developed organs of smell. But in Pteryx, olfactory chamber is highly developed, extending from tip of the beak to the level of optic foramina. The cerebellum hemisphere are piriform, large-sized, convex and separated by a deep sagittal furrows. The cerebellum hemisphere are relatively smooth and lack characteristics features of mammalian brain and reach the cerebellum posteriorly. The ventrolateral portions are enormous development and usually called as corpus striatum. The medial ventral walls are thin and pallium is quite small, thin and not folded. The dicephalon is covered completely on the dorsal side by the posterior extension of cerebellum hemisphere and anterior extension of the cerebellum. A small pinal body lies dorsally at the posterior part of the sagittal spheres of the cerebellum and anterior choroid plexus. On the ventral surface of the visible diencephalon, the two prominent and large optic nerves cross each other, forming the optic chyma. Behind the chyma protects a medium process, the infundibulums, bearing a large hypophysis or pituitary gland which lacks the intermediate lobes. Next point is midbrain. The midbrain is highly developed due to keen sight of birds with two larger, very well developed optic lobes. These are lateral in position because they have been pressed outwards by the cerebral hemisphere which meet posteriorly with the cerebellum. These are large and rounded form. Both optic lobes remain connected together by a transverse optic comb. The next point is hindbrain. The cerebellum is highly developed, large, folded and extended forward. It is divisible into a large median lobe or vermis and two small conical lateral lobes or foci. The vermis has transverse grooves forming folds and rigid so that the superficial gray matter is greatly increased in extent. The convoluted cerebellum indicates the delicate sense of equilibrium and the great power of muscular coordination belonging to birds. The cerebellum extended far backwards, covering a large part of the medulla oblongata, which descends almost vertically from it to join the spinal cord at the point of junction of medulla oblongata and spinal cord. Occurs a marked ventral flexure as in lizards. The functions of different parts of brain are following as: first, olfactory lobes. These are smell indicators. Second, cerebellum hemisphere, voluntary movement or conditional reflex intelligence, will, memory, emotions, etc. The corpora, the strata are concerned in the control of the reflex behavior governing the life of birds, such as eating, locomotion, copulation, nest building, and care of the young. Third, diencephalon, relay impulse to cerebellum hemisphere, integrating center of autonomic system and perception of extreme cold, heat, pain, etc. D, optic lobes. This indicates at sight. C, E, cura cerebri, conduction of sensory impulses. F, cerebellum, voluntary movements and balance. And last one, medulla oblongata, involuntary movements are controlled. Thank you.